Why is it that every president is in bed with the Saudi elites? Just a quick side note, folks. These news articles that I'm showing you on your screen, I'm not showing you them because I'm saying they're true or accurate. I'm just giving you a sense of what people are saying. That's it. Okay, so Trump made a huge deal with the Saudis. For the purpose of the video, it's not important what deal this is. It's not important who's giving money to whom for what. My entire video here is based on the premise that we should not be making deals with the devil, so to speak. You don't negotiate with evil. Please notice in this video also that I'm against the principle. It doesn't matter to me who's actually doing that which I oppose. It matters that I oppose that which I oppose. Which is a shocking idea to a lot of people, even though they won't admit it. Because here's the thing. How many presidents have been in bed with the Saudis? Does it make a difference whether they're right-wing or left-wing? No! Take the Bushes, for example. Both of those Bushes were very much in bed with the Saudis. But it's not a right-wing conservative Christian Republican thing. Oh no. Because then the same thing happened with the Clintons. And then the same thing happened with Bush Jr. And then the same thing happened with Obama. And now the same fucking thing's happening with Trump. So when I say fuck Trump, I don't mean to be unfair. Fuck all presidents who are in bed, or all politicians, because Hillary's one of them. Not president. So fuck all politicians who are in bed with the Saudis. Why? Because Saudis are against human rights. They oppress women, they oppress gay people, they oppress anybody who's not a heterosexual male Muslim. No, I shouldn't even say that. They have no problem oppressing male Muslims of different sects of Islam. So anyway, my point is that the Saudis are oppressive and in such violation of human rights that we should not negotiate with them, have deals with them, certainly should not have our politicians in bed with them. But that's the thing. When it serves American industrial military complex interests, the American government is in bed with, and I don't mean to just pick on the Saudis, because this goes on with oppressive regimes all over the place. A lot of the times it's because of resource exploitation. In banana republics, for example, where the U.S. military-industrial complex will topple a democratically elected leader, prop up a dictatorship because it's good for American businesses. But I don't want to get into all that. No matter what it is, I'm against the principle of negotiating with the devil, let alone being in bed with the devil. And also, notice people who had no problem with the connections between the Saudi elites and Obama and the Clintons suddenly have a problem with the connection between the Saudi elites and another president or politician. It doesn't matter what a given president actually does. It's just, whatever they do, people on the right or the left, whatever the case may be, are going to criticize them for doing something that they have no problem if somebody from their party does, or has done. People are so fucking stupid.
It's just about my side. It's not about the thing. It's not whether doing X is right or wrong. It's a matter of who does X.
Yeah.
Fucking morons.
The Saudi government are basically supporting a worldview that is from the Dark Ages. It's barbaric, uncivilized, and incredibly ignorant. If that offends you, good. If you don't believe me, open up the fucking Quran and actually fucking read it. Read what the Quran actually says. According to the Quran, every human being on this planet must be either converted to Islam, through violence or not, or be forced to live as a dhimmi, meaning a third-class citizen who pays a protection racket tax to prevent them from being harassed in the street and so on, even though they end up being harassed anyway, even if they do pay the jizya, that is the protection racket tax. And that pagan people, which includes Buddhists, Hindus, Jains, we're talking billions of fucking people here, should not even live as dhimmis, but should be killed if they do not convert to Islam. In other words, these people believe the Saudi government does believe that every human being on this planet must be forced to submit to Islam. Fuck that. Fuck anyone who supports that. Therefore, fuck Donald Trump. Oh, and I know there's some people out there who are making excuses. You don't understand. He doesn't have a choice. He's got to do this. You know, it's not that he likes Islam. Well, of course he doesn't like Islam. But he's got to do... No. Fuck that. Fuck those excuses, because that's what this is. Excuses. Just fucking excuses. No. In fact, those people should be forced. Yes, forced to stop oppressing other people. Oh, but it's not okay to force other people. Actually, it is, okay? Take this for example. If you see one person go up to an innocent person and physically attack them, and you do not do something to stop that, whether it's call the police or whatever, then you yourself are guilty. I think we can all agree to that. If you don't agree to that, then you're just too irrational to have this conversation, so just, turn off this video. You're just a lost cause. It is not okay to let some people oppress other people, even if it's not part of our culture. That is not an excuse. The whole, well, it's not part of all culture, so it's not our business, is just bullshit. So that's basically saying it's okay for your neighbor to abuse his own kids because it's not you. No, part of being a social being means that you care about other people, even if they are not part of your own flesh and blood. If they're not directly genetically related to you, you still care. Because you live in a community. Because you live in a society, because you live in a culture, a nation, a planet, a global village. You must care about other people. And if you do not care about other people, and you do not care about other beings in this global village, well then, you're just not a good person, and your opinion doesn't matter. So once again, fuck Trump. Oh, I know there's people out there who say I'm a Trump lover and I'm a Nazi, just because of their own projections and their own assumptions. This isn't the first video I've said this, and it probably won't be the last video that I will say this, but this won't make a difference in the minds of people who are lost causes. I'll say it one more time. Fuck Trump.